Hello everyone, great to see you all again. Today we'll be solving the section B part of the question paper. Now we are here with the question number 15, which reads, if x square plus 2x plus 5 is a factor of x to the power 4 plus 2px square plus q, then we have to find the value of p and q. Fine. Now this is your f of x, which is the dividend, and this is the g of x, which is the divisor. Now we have r of x, which is equal to 0. Firstly we have to find the value of q of x. We will get it by dividing f of x by g of x. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to take this 2p, let 2p be equal to m. Fine. This will make our division easier. Great. Now we're going to be dividing it by the long division method. So we have x to the power 4 plus 0x cube plus mx square plus 0x plus q. I'm writing this, well, it becomes easier to solve the question, which is divided by x square plus 2x plus 5. Fine. Now what I'm going to get, the first term here is x square into x square is x to the power 4. Then I'm going to get plus 2x cube and then 5x square. Okay, we'll change the signs, so this gets cancelled. So I get minus 2x cube, taking the x square common, I get my minus 5x square. Take this thing down, so 0x. Great. Now the next term which I'm going to get here is minus 2x. Okay, yeah, minus 2x cube, then minus 4x square, then have plus, sorry, minus 10x. Okay, cool. Change the signs again, so this gets cancelled. Now if I take x square as common, I will get m minus 1 x square and then plus 10x. Fine. The next term, what I'm going to do is I'll shift q down, and the next term which I have to write here is m minus 1. Fine. So if I multiply this, I get m minus 1 x square, then I'm going to get plus 2 xm, yeah, 2 xm minus 2x plus 5m and minus 5. Great. If I solve this, change the sign here, minus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus, and this is plus. So this gets cancelled. So what do I get? I get 10x plus, sorry, minus 2xm plus 2x plus q minus 5m and plus 5. Great. Now these are the coefficient of x. Now we'll firstly keep the coefficient of x as 0. So I've got 10x plus 2x, which is 12x minus 2xm, which is equal to 0. Fine. Taking x common, I get 12 minus 2m, which is equal to 0. One of the factors is going to be x equaling, which is equal to 0, and then I have m equals to 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Now I have taken the value 2psm, so 2p is equal to 6, so the value of p comes out to be 3. Great. Now look the second part. Now this is the constant term. Now this again is equal to 0, q minus 5m plus 5, which is equal to 0. Okay, fine. The value of m is 6 plus 5 is equal to 0, so minus 30 plus 5 is equal to 0, so the value of q comes out to be 25. So the value of p is 3 and the value of q is 25. Looking into the options, option C is the right answer. Okay, great. Let's see the question number 16, where we've been given the points 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5 and 6 comma k. Now these points are said to be in collinear. Then we have to find the value of k. Okay, now let's first discuss what do you mean by collinear points. When we have 3 or more points which are in a straight line, if they are in a straight line, 3 or more points which are in straight line, they are termed as collinear points. Fine. Now let the first point be A, which is 2 comma 3. I mark it as x1 y1. And the second point as B, which is 4 comma 5. I write it as x2 y2. And lastly I have the point C, which is 6 comma k. I mark it as x3 y3. Okay, fine. Now we are considering the slope of AB, the formula being this should be y1, the formula being y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So the value of y2 is 5 minus 3, and here I get 4 minus 2, so I get 2 upon 2, which is equal to 1. Fine. Now let us consider the slope of BC. Now here the formula comes out to be y3 minus y2 upon x3 minus x2. So the value of y3 is k minus 5, and then I have 6 minus 4, so I get k minus 5 upon 2. Great. Now when we talk about collinear points, these slope of AB is going to be equal to the slope of BC. Whenever we have collinear points, the slopes are going to be equal. So I get 1 here, and then write k minus 5 upon 2. If it is cross multiplied, I get k minus 5, which is equal to 2, and the value of k comes out to be 7. If you look into the option A is the right answer. Okay, fine. Let's see question number 17. If 7m plus 2n upon 7m minus 2n is equal to 5 upon 3, then we have to find the value of m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. I write the question once again: 7m plus 2n upon 7m minus 2n, which is equal to 5 upon 3. Fine. Now by componendo and dividendo, C and D, which is componendo and dividendo, this can be written 7m plus 2n plus 7m minus 2n upon 7m plus 2n minus 7m plus 2n, which is equal to 5 plus 3 and 5 minus 3. Now just a recap of CND, which is componendo and dividendo. If I were to have numerator and denominator, then by CND it can be written as numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator. Fine. Okay. See the next step. This is plus 2n and minus 2n, this gets cancelled. Similarly, plus 7m and minus 7m gets cancelled, so I get 14m upon 4m, which is equal to 8 upon 2. Fine. Now cancel 2, 7, 2, 2, and then this 2 gets cancelled. Sorry, this has to be n. So the value of m upon n, I get it as 8 upon 7. So the value of m is to n is 8 upon 7. M upon n is equal to 8 upon 7. Now what we are going to do is we are going to square both the sides. Squaring both the sides, what do I get? I get m square upon n square, which is equal to 64 upon 49. Fine. Again by C and D, that is componendo and dividendo, I can write it as m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. Similarly here I get 64 plus 49 upon 64 minus 49. Fine. If I were to add this, I will get 113 and 15. So this is my answer. Looking into the option C is the right answer. Let's see the question number 18, where we've been given two APs having the same common difference. If the difference between their 100th term is 100, then what is the difference between their 1000th term? Fine. Now let the first set of the AP be A1, A2, A3 and so on. Let the second set of the AP be B1, B2, B3 and so on. So what is going to be the common difference in the first case? It is going to be A2 minus A1, and common difference in the second case is going to be B2 minus B1. Now as per the question, we have A2 minus A1, which is equal to B2 minus B1. Fine. Now the second part of the question reads, the difference between their 100th term is 100. So how can this be written as A1 plus 100 minus 1 D minus B1 plus 100 minus 1 D, which is equal to 100. Fine. Now A1 plus, now this becomes 99D minus B1 minus, again I get 99D here, which is equal to 100. Fine. What is going to happen, because the common difference is same, so this gets cancelled, so I get the value of A1 minus B1, which is equal to 100. So let us call this thing as our equation number 1. Now how we are going to solve the second part of the question, where we have to find the difference between the 1000th term. Now this can be written as A1 plus 1000 minus 1 D minus B1 plus 1000 minus 1 D. We have to find the value of this. So what do I get here? 999 D minus B1 minus 999 D. Great. Now this and this part gets cancelled, so I get A1 minus B1. Now what is the value of A1 minus B1? It is 100. So if you look into the option B is the right answer. Fine. In question number 19, we have to find the value of under root 20 plus under root 20, which is repeating infinite number of times. So let us take this under 20 plus under root 20 plus under root 20, which is extending infinite number of time to be x. Now what we can do is we can square both the sides. So what we get 20 x square. Take transpose the 20 towards the right hand side, so I get 20 plus under root 20 x square minus 20. This part is written as x square minus 20, taking minus x both the sides, so this gets cancelled, so the quadratic equation becomes x square minus x minus 20, which is equal to 0. Fine. Now I'm going to find the factors for this. So now this can be written as minus 5x plus 4x minus 20, which is equal to 0. So I get x minus 5 here as well, 4 equals to 0. So I get the two values as x which is equal to 5 and x which is equal to minus 4. We are only going to take the positive value, so the value of x which comes out to be 5. So the option D is the right answer. Okay, fine. Let's see the question number 20th, where we have to find the solution set of the given linear inequation where x belongs to I. So let us take the first part of the equation where we have minus 3, which is less than minus 1 upon 2 minus 2x upon 3. Fine. Okay. Now we're going to add 1 upon 2 both the sides. Now what will happen? This and this will get cancelled. If I solve this, I get minus 5 upon 2, which is less than minus 2x upon 3. Fine. If we will multiply 6 both the sides, so I get, this is 3 times and this is 2 times. What do I get? I get minus 15, which is less than minus 4x. Make x positive, so what do I get? The sign changes. I get 15 upon 4. So x is less than 15 upon 4, which can be written as 3.75. Great. X is less than 3.75. Let's look forward for the second part of the question. That is from the side, from here to here. So I have minus 1 upon 2 minus 2x upon 3, which is less than 5 upon 6. Great. Now again I add plus 1 upon 2 both the sides. Now what happens is this and this gets cancelled, so I have minus 2x upon 3, which is greater than and equal to, if I solve this further, I am going to get 3 times, so I get 8 upon 6. Fine. Again multiplying both the sides by 6, 3 ones and 3 2's. Here I get minus 4x, which is less than or equal to 8. So if x is made positive, then it becomes minus 2. So I've got the value of x, where I have x which is less than 3.75 and x which is greater than or equal to minus 2. So what is going to be the solution set? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Fine. Looking into the options, we find the option B to be the right answer. Well, at last we are into the last question of section B. Here we have a question from GST, where a shopkeeper buys a goods worth rupees 1500 and sells these at a profit of 20% to a consumer in the same state. If the GST charged is 12%, then we have to find the amount which the consumer pays. Now the cost price of the article is rupees 1500. Now let us calculate the selling price. The CP is going to be 1500 into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. So which comes out to be 100 plus profit percent 120 upon 100. So if this thing is cancelled, I get rupees 1800 as my selling price. Fine. Now we have to find the amount paid by the consumer. The amount paid by the consumer is going to be SP less GST. So it is going to be 1800 plus 12% of 1800. So what do I get? 12% of 1800, I get it as 216. So if I add this, I get the value as 2016. So this is the amount which consumer is going to pay. So the option D is the right answer. This brings us to the end of the video. Please like, comment and subscribe the channel. Meet you soon in the next video. Bye bye.